Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talk BGKY, the official podcast of the City of Bowling Green. Glad that you all are joining us today. This is Talia Butler, the Downtown Development Coordinator for the City of Bowling Green. Happy to be here with you all today. We've got a couple other folks from the city with us today. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Sure. I'm Cameron Levis. I work with our Parks and Recreation Department as the Recreation Division Manager.
Hi, and I'm Debbie West. I am the Public Information Officer for the City of Bowling Green.
Welcome, Cameron. Welcome, Debbie. Thanks for being here today. We are here to talk about an upcoming holiday event that is an absolute favorite for not just Bowling Green, but all of Southern Kentucky and the entire community. This is the Downtown Lights Up and Light Up BGKY special podcast today. Coming up here in December, we've got the return of these amazing events, and we'd like to tell you all a little bit more about them. So let's jump off first with Downtown Lights Up Day. That's always the first Friday of December and is a great way to kind of kick off the holiday season in all of Bowling Green. We've got fun things going on throughout all of downtown between City Hall, the Warren County Courthouse, Fountain Square, and Circus Square, and Sky Pack, and Soke Marketplace. So this is your great way to kick off the holiday season with us. And to get the ball rolling, Debbie, why don't you talk about Christmas on College Street? It kind of begins the day for us on Friday, December the 6th.
It does. So Christmas on College Street begins here at City Hall from 3 to 5. And during that event, we will be handing out the city's ornaments. We do those every year. We hand those out until we run out of them. So it's while supplies last. We also have our annual calendar that we give out that's got all the pictures in it from the prior year of things that have happened in the city. And then we'll be giving out goodie bags for the kids. Last year we gave out bags of chocolate. We'll probably do the same thing again this year. Something that we added new last year that we'll be bringing back will be the guided tours of City Hall. So we will have a group of young ladies from the Bowling Green City Schools, students, who will guide people through City Hall, tell them about the history of the building and some interesting things that have happened here and some interesting things about the building. They'll bring them upstairs to see the City Commission chamber and then take them back downstairs. And then we will also have something new this year is going to be a photo booth in front of our Christmas tree. So if you want to take your family photo in front of the extremely large tree that we set up in the lobby of City Hall, that'll be here. It's free. All you have to do is show up. Our guides are also happy to take photos with your cameras. So if there's a different pose or angle or something you want, our guides are happy to do that as well. So we're really looking forward to seeing the public again. We shut down at 5. That gives all of our elected officials and everyone else time to get down to the park then for Lights Up.
Thank you, Debbie. We love how the Christmas on College Street at City Hall is not just another government event. It is an event designed for the community where the city provides these free activities, these calendars, these chocolates, all of these things for kids and for everyone who's interested in not just learning more about City Hall, but about that feeling, that warmth that Bowling Green and downtown has for everyone. City Hall is right in the middle of a historic district. It's got some really neat history, and there's a beautiful mural up at the Commission Chamber that has downtown Bowling Green in it. And if you all have not seen it, it is absolutely gorgeous. And Jay Doherty from our Parks Department is actually the artist that did that mural. So again, Christmas on College Street coming up on Friday, December the 6th, starting at 3 o'clock at City Hall. And I need to give a little shout out as well to our friends across the street at the Warren County Courthouse. The county also does a holiday open house around that same time. I believe theirs is starting at 2 o'clock, so you could possibly go to the courthouse and then hop over here to City Hall. The courthouse and Justice Center was lit up last year for the first time ever. They had some beautiful red and green uplighting that they installed specifically for Downtown Lights Up and Light Up Bowling Green. They're once again going to be doing that. So thank you to our friends over at the county. They are incredible community partners and do a lot of things with us as partners throughout the year, several of our events. As Debbie said, ending at around 5 o'clock at City Hall, we invite everybody to head down toward Fountain Square and Circus Square, because that's when the official Downtown Lights Up events kind of get the ball rolling. Cameron, why don't you hit on Santa's Village and what that looks like?
Yeah, sure. So a few years ago, a few of us within the city just kind of put our heads together. Of course, Harvest Fest every year in the fall. Circus Square is alive and well with activities and just really family fun for everyone in our community. And we kind of thought to ourselves, how can we maybe replicate the same thing for Lights Up and the Christmas season? And so a couple years ago, we started doing activities, Christmas cards in Circus Square. We started doing little scavenger hunts and fun activities in Circus Square for the families to do. But then last year, we really took it to another level, trying to get creative. Our goal within the Parks Department is always to help people make memories in the park that last a lifetime. And we want to do that in every season, right? So we kind of rebranded what we were doing in Circus Square as Santa's Village. The whole idea was to create something immersive, to theme it and make you feel like you were really stepping into the North Pole as best as we could, of course. And so Santa's Village really came to life last year with different activities and really great community partners. We partnered with the Reindeer Farm, Down Syndrome of Southern Kentucky, Christian Family Radio to bring Santa's Village and this idea that we had to life. And so we had different stations where people could make Christmas cards and then give them to local nursing homes. And that was at Santa's Post Office. We had, with Down Syndrome of Southern Kentucky, we had Santa's Bakery, and it was Mrs. Claus and cookie decorating. We did story times in the middle of Circus Square with a little makeshift fireplace mantle and a nice chair for our story time, and Santa's Village historian from Christian Family Radio to read books. And so it was just a really cool time for us to kind of kick off this idea of Santa's Village and again create this immersive experience to celebrate the Christmas season. It's something that we'll just continue to kind of build on each year and try to make it better all the time. So,
well, and you can't have Santa's Village without the man himself.
That's
yes,
true.
yes. We of course had Santa roll in on an amazing fire department engine, and he was present at his village taking photos with kids and families. And Santa gets swarmed every year at Downtown Lights Up when he arrives. So if you want to guarantee your photo, make sure that you are at Circus Square Park at just after 5:30 that Friday, December the 6th, because one of the wonderful things about the Light Up events is we truly have holiday lights and decorations that come to life in person on this special night. A couple years ago, we started kind of staggering those lighting times to where people could go to both Circus Square and Fountain Square for the light ups. And SkyPack introduced a brand new community tree to light up in front of their beautiful Performing Arts Center downtown too. So at 5:30, we have a coordinated lighting where we've got Circus Square and SkyPack's tree coming to life at the same time. And the countdown for that is always fun. And I do know that this year the SkyPack team includes to have some sort of small orchestra playing beforehand, kind of in their courtyard area next to the beautiful Love BGKY art installation they've got. So they'll have the live music for a little while leading into the community tree lighting, which happens at the same time as Circus Square comes to life with Santa and his village. And we also included a new light show with this last year. Our friends over at Green River Waste reached out and said, hey, we like to do light shows around all of Southern Kentucky, different landmarks, and could we do something at Circus Square with you all? So our Parks Department guys put together a really neat kind of screen for the lights to be shown on, and then the light show folks put together a Grinch-themed show. And
The Grinch tried to spoil it.
Cameron, tell them about the Grinch and how the Grinch came to life with this and why he's part of it.
Well, that doesn't happen without our friends from the library, of course. They're very close friends with the Grinch. They were able to have the Grinch come down to Circus Square But it is Santa's Village, and we don't want the Grinch to ruin Santa's Village. So we called our friends at PD, and they came and, escorted him away. So it was a really coordinated effort to just add another element. Again, I think it's all about creating an immersive experience, and I think people really enjoyed, all the opportunities to feel like they were in the North Pole, and that was ultimately our goal with it. And all elements of it, all of our community partners, like you mentioned, from BG Home Furnishings to Green River Waste to Down Syndrome of Southern Kentucky to Christian Family Radio, the Reindeer Farm, everybody, really kind of helped us take our vision for that and bring it to life. And I think it's something we'll continue to build upon and make Circus Square a really cool place to be for the holidays. I think it's worth mentioning, too, as we talk about Fountain Square and all the preparation that goes into making our downtown area feel, that nostalgic Christmas and holiday season. We can't go without our landscape division and the amount of hours and work that they put into making Fountain Square as beautiful as it is. Our parks maintenance crew that puts the lights up in Circus Square, behind the scenes within our parks department, we have so many fantastic people that don't necessarily always get to see the fruit of their labor and see the people enjoying the work that they put in. But it truly is really special, what they do to make our parks as beautiful as they are year round, but especially during the holiday season. So hundreds of thousands of lights, start going up in Fountain Square, and then of course in Circus Square as early as October, as they start prepping for the holiday season in Fountain Square Park. I just encourage the public in October, November, leading up to Downtown Lights Up, when those lights come on and it is as breathtaking as it is. If you see our landscape crew and the parks employees out working during that time, just go give them a pat on the back, give them a thank you, maybe grab them a hot chocolate at Spencer's, something just to show your appreciation, because the thousands of people that get to enjoy downtown Bowling Green during the holiday season, it would certainly not be as enjoyable if it were not for the folks that work in our landscape division and in our parks maintenance division with the parks department. So we'll just encourage everybody to remember how much work goes into making this possible.
I was going to ask about how long they stay up, because we keep them up well beyond the holiday season.
That's right. Yeah. A few years ago, we started extending it. They're up through Valentine's Day. Part of that was because we kind of put our heads together and came up with the Sweethearts Challenge for Valentine's Day, a nice little fun downtown scavenger hunt adventure. And we wanted those lights to stay up for that. So they're up, of course, the 1st of December for Downtown Lights Up through Valentine's Day. So you have plenty of time to enjoy them. Sometimes we'll add that music downtown, which even adds another fun element. But, again, it really is a special thing and for us to enjoy, but a very tall task for the employees to make possible. And they work really hard to do it.
And good news, everyone. The Capitol is once again doing a story time with the Grinch before Downtown Lights Up officially kicks off. So the Grinch will be hanging out around downtown trying to steal Christmas once again. And one of the fun things for kids and families about Downtown Lights Up, too, is we have these memorable holiday characters that we all associate with the season. We've got Santa, we've got the Grinch, and the young ladies up at Candlemakers on the Square run a princess outfit, and they had Elsa and Anna hanging out last year around Fountain Square during Downtown Lights Up, and we're going to encourage Elsa and Anna to once again be making appearances up there so that the kids can see some different winter and holiday characters throughout the entire downtown footprint. And we've got, let's see, moving down the timeline of the night, we've got Christmas on College Street, followed by the lighting at Circus Square and the Sky Pack. And then moving on to the Fountain Square lighting at 6 o'clock that night. Fountain Square's vibe and decor is totally different than the Circus Square experience. Like Cameron said, the Circus Square experience is much more like Santa's Village, super family friendly, the very exciting, colorful displays for the kids to take photos with. Fountain Square is all white. It is very winter wonderland, very elegant, very sophisticated, and it is an entirely different look and feel for the season. And at 6 o'clock, we will have an official light up of Fountain Square. And along those lines, we'll also have some food trucks and some kids activities on Main Street for the family to do. And we have a window decorating contest that our downtown businesses really get into. We had, I believe it was 15 or so businesses that have wonderful Fountain Square storefronts for the last couple of years that have had contests where we encourage everyone to vote for your favorite window, and the winning window gets bragging rights on the following day after the Christmas parade that starts downtown. So Fountain Square has that charming, historic, old-time traditional Christmas vibe to it when you go walk around and see all of the businesses lit up with their windows on display. It's very, very nostalgic, and all of downtown has that nostalgic element to it. And we try not just with the Downtown Lights Up events, but also with Duncan Hines Days and Harvest Fest to make sure that we capture and keep that nostalgia alive of downtown, but also incorporate these new elements like Cameron and Debbie have been talking about. One of the cool nostalgic features that we added a couple years ago was a trolley loop. Thanks to our friends over at the Rail Park and Train Museum. So downtown is very walkable and easily accessible. And we sometimes try to remind everyone that between SkyPack and the ballpark and Circus Square, all the way to Fountain Square up to City Hall, you're only looking at about 3 blocks. It is not a huge footprint. It is not a super long walk in between these things. However, if you would like to hop on the trolley, we'll have it going on a loop that night from 5 to 8, where they have stops at Fountain Square and Circus Square and Soki Marketplace. So you could, take a load off your feet and hitch a ride from one park to the other, or you could just hop on and enjoy the nostalgia of what looks like a very old-time trolley as it is making its loop around historic downtown. One of the other events that I really have to mention for that Friday night too is the Mistletoe Market at Soki Marketplace. Soki Marketplace is one of our county nonprofits that also acts as a small business incubator, and they have partnerships with local food trucks and local artists and crafters, and they will have a mistletoe market set up that Friday night, indoors and outdoors, with all kinds of really neat local artists and crafters and vendors. And that is also the home of the ice rink that the county also puts on every winter time. They're going to be opening up the Soki ice rink around Thanksgiving, and then they'll have it open all the way through the new year in January. But the ice rink is a really great place to bring the family, not just on Downtown Lights Up night, but anytime during the holiday season. The library does a story time in the Snow Dome there for kids too that's free. And there's also Warren County Hockey League that has their practices there during the winter time. So Downtown Lights Up is a very special, all-encompassing event that's got something for kids and families at Circus Square. We've got something for your friends and young people at Fountain Square. And we've got the Soki Ice Rink and Mistletoe Market. And of course, SkyPack will have another performance. They always have some kind of show going on that night. I believe it is Bowling Green on Stage Annie that'll play after Circus Square and the big community tree are lit up at SkyPack. So downtown really comes to life across the entire event footprint. And you know, we're launching Fountain Row Fridays this year. So having Downtown Lights Up on a Friday is also going to be considered a Fountain Row Friday fun event. And for those of you all who don't know, Fountain Row is our entertainment district. It's full of arts and culture in downtown Bowling Green. And Fountain Row was established a couple years ago. We've got over a dozen restaurants and bars that offer adult beverages to go daily from 11 in the morning till 9 at night. And you can actually carry your Fountain Row beverage around the entire event footprint for events like Downtown Lights Up and Harvest Festival and Duncan Hines Days. So Fountain Row Friday will be in full swing, of course, for this very special Downtown Lights Up night. That's coming up Friday, December the 6th And we really also want to mention the return of this full-on community effort of Light Up BGKY that we started last year. Cameron, would you like to give a little bit of background about Light Up BGKY too?
Yeah, so Light Up BGKY was really, just an effort to, there's so many entities within Bowling Green. I think we're fortunate as a community to have so many local businesses, so many local attractions, so many local nonprofits even that celebrate the holidays and provide our community with fun ways to come together during the holiday season. And so Light Up BGKY, I think, was just a really culminating effort to bring those things together, to bring it to one place, where the community can make plans to celebrate the holiday season and be sure they're in the know of everything that is going on. And that's been really cool, I think, from the professional side of things, for us to be able to come into a room with all these wonderful local professionals that call Bowling Green home and try to make Bowling Green a better place to live, work, and play. And so getting in a room with all those people and thinking about ways that we can enhance the holiday season and how we celebrate it has been really cool. And so Light Up BGKY is of course highlighted for us by Downtown Lights Up, but it's so much more than that. Starting really this year, it seems like it's going to start even earlier, just with the way Thanksgiving falls. So people will be able to really start thinking holidays and Christmas and all things that come with that much earlier this year, even in the beginning of December, which is going to be really, really cool. And so, yeah, it's been neat to see how it all comes together.
I love how you talked about how it is a community effort, and there are a ton of amazing things to do for the holidays around Bowling Green, but up until last year there was not really a kind of a one-stop shop for folks to find holiday events, but also find places that they can drive through or walk through lights, because everybody, every holiday season wants to know where they can find lights. Can we walk through them? Can we drive through them? What are the lights experiences? So that was kind of the driving force behind this as well. Last year, Light Up Bowling Green Week was the week between Black Friday and the Christmas parade, and that's going to return in that same form this year. It is, save the date, December 2nd through the 8th. Last year, we kicked off Light Up Bowling Green Week at Cherry Hall on WKU's campus with Big Red and President Caboni. And this year,
the best way.
The best way. It was a wonderful event, and once again, Cherry Hall will be lit up for the season. They're going to make sure to have all of their lights and decor on and ready by that Monday, December the 2nd date. They wanted to spread the love, though, and encourage a different attraction to kind of rotate where the Light Up Week begins. So this year, we're bringing in a brand new partner. Lost River Cave is going to light that iconic water wheel that is out front of their attraction on Nashville Road. On that Monday, December the 2nd, there's actually going to be another big kickoff ribbon cutting hosted by the Chamber at 4 o'clock that afternoon. And the cave will light up its beautiful water wheel with special lighting and decorations. And then they'll host an open house at their wildflower gift shop, like immediately following. And they also have a Christmas tree lot on the other side of their gift shop. So they'll have the lot open, the gift shop open house, and the water wheel lights. We're very excited that they're able to join us this year. Tuesday of Light Up Week, the Hospitality House from Med Center Health Foundation will once again be lighting up. And the Med Center Health Foundation was one of the founding partners for Light Up last year. We thank them so much. Wednesday of Light Up Week, the Riverview at Hobson Grove House is hosting their annual Christmas marketplace. That'll be an all-day long event. And fun fact about the Riverview House, it actually sits right in the middle of Hobson Grove Park. And it is a wonderful way that we as the city can help highlight an attraction that sits within one of our own beautiful parks. They also joined us in Duncan Hines Days this year, and we're so glad that they're joining more of our community-driven events. Then Thursday, we encourage you to go check out the Rail Park and Train Museum because they host the Polar Express story time every year and always need that December 1st starting date. They're going to be lit up right before Thanksgiving, but they are a beautiful, beautiful location. Both the historic L&N Depot that turns 100 next year, by the way, planning a big party for that. The depot itself and the whole train are both lit up, and we encourage everyone to go visit there Thursday. Then, of course, Friday is the Downtown Lights Up Day, and Saturday is the Bowling Green, Warren County J.C.'s Christmas Parade that is also downtown. So you've got a ton of holiday events throughout the week. And I believe new this year, the Capitol is adding an additional free movie a couple nights during that week too. They're going to show It's a Wonderful Life, classic Jimmy Stewart, a big, wonderful holiday movie. They're going to show that a couple times. And one of the other big components of Light Up is the really cool interactive map. And our City GIS team in IT put this together for us last year. On the lightupbgky.org site, there is a map that when you open it up on your mobile device, it shows you a map of all of the locations where you can see these lit up landmarks or submitted light locations from private businesses or neighborhoods where you're welcome to go drive through or walk through the lights. So if you're looking for where you can find lights in Bowling Green, visit the Light Up BGKY website and pull up the interactive map. That is a really cool component that was very popular last year. The site is set to be updated here in a couple of weeks with all of the updated information for this year's holiday events. I believe we're up to, I think, 16 events across all of Light Up BGKY week.
Awesome.
And it is a wonderful community effort to highlight not just downtown and the city, but also all of Bowling Green and Warren County. And just a reminder too, downtown has some great parking options. We always like to mention that there is a ton of free parking in downtown. If you visit the city's website, you can find our free public parking map. Or if you follow the Downtown BGKY or City of BGKY social media, you can find the maps on there, plus a video that gives a better explanation of what to look for. There's some free parking signs at all the entrances to over half a dozen lots, and of course the parking structure has a little over 800 free parking spots in downtown. So always be wary, and we appreciate everyone for coming down to these events. I believe last year we had about 10,000 people attending at least one Light Up event, and Downtown Lights Up had well over about 7,000 people that it came to downtown for that event. And Cameron, Debbie, what am I forgetting? Is there anything else we need to touch on?
I don't think you're forgetting anything. I think it's just worth mentioning again that these events aren't just for kids. It's for everybody. It doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. There is literally something for everybody to enjoy. And it's such a fun event. All of these are fun events. And the vast majority of things are free.
Free, yes, free and accessible. And you know, I am from Bowling Green, born and raised here, and when I was a kid, we would come downtown for the Christmas parade and maybe the occasional Capitol show for elementary school kids. But aside from that, there was no Sky Pack or no ballpark or no Circus Square. And we would spend most of our time at the mall or at the movies or the Kmart parking lot, you know.
Yep.
And like downtown used to be the place to be up until the interstate came along, and the new mall and then the old mall became a thing, and businesses moved out from downtown. And seeing Bowling Green's heart in downtown coming back to life and bringing these events to life is creating a generational change. I know people that graduated high school with me here that now have families, and they are bringing their kids to these events saying, Talia, we didn't have this. This is super cool that my kids can now experience Bowling Green in all these new ways that we didn't have when we were growing up. And it's very special. And it just goes to show how much all of these partners really care about our community and wanting to make it a great place to live. Thank you to everyone for listening. This is Talia Butler and Cameron Levis and Debbie Highland West from the city of Bowling Green. This is Talk BGKY, the official podcast of the city of Bowling Green. Thanks for listening and have a great day.